Well, we have seen a lot of fighters expeditiously rise to mixed martial arts superstardom. But how about Alex Pereira? Crosses over into mixed martial arts from kickboxing and essentially takes the sport by storm?
By storm, John. I mean, so fast to go from a guy that was what can be to the champion. But when you possess this level of skill, when your kickboxing is second to none, and then you train with Glover and you develop wrestling defense, you know that you have a chance. Pereira not only had a chance, he took it all the way to the title, and tonight, he looks to get another victory.
He's seemingly a perfect mix of intensity and composure. He has heart, championship medal. Alex Pereira, the total package. We're certainly glad he's here in the UFC. Pereira, as usual, ready to battle as he tries to take home the title. All right, so here's the world beater, Khamzat Chimaev, wicked relevant in 2 divisions. Every time he sees you, he tries to take you down. Got to think he's going to try to wrestle here tonight.
That's exactly what he does, right? He wants to impose himself on his opponents. He wants to show his dominance when he's inside the octagon, whether it's on the ground in the grappling, as we saw in Kevin Holland, or whether it's him striking, as we have seen in the beginning of his UFC career. He has all the skills, but it's the mindset of Khamzat Chimaev that separates him from most fighters in both weight classes that he competes in.
And with respect to Conor McGregor and everybody else, I'm not sure that any athlete has ever taken this sport by storm quite the way Chimaev did back in 2020. Let's see how he fares in another big spot tonight. All right, now our tale of the tape for this middleweight championship fight. All right, now for the official introductions, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC middleweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Alex Pereira. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, the reigning, defending UFC middleweight champion, Khamzat Chimaev.
The veteran Herbert Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready.
Well, the UFC is the leader in combat sports because they put the fights that fans want to see together. To that end, they have locked the door behind Khamzat Chimaev and Alex Pereira.
You know, when Alex Pereira was the champion, Khamzat spoke about him being able to dominate him. Now he has the opportunity to prove that. Pereira is a monster. He has tremendous striking, and he has a championship mentality now after wearing that championship, after wearing that title. It'll be on Chimaev, though, to remind him right away that he cannot compete with this skill set. This is where he wants to be. Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
Chimaev's right back to the full mount. Oh, you gotta love the ground and pound strikes here.
Another ground and pound strike lands for this man. Oh, nice.
Oh, the ground and pound strikes continue to rain down. The opponent better move out of harm's way or the referee's going to stop this.
He better start to move, and when his opponent starts to posture, he needs to put his feet on the hip, push him away to try to escape this very, very dangerous position.
Fighters are inverted now on the ground. Oh, in good position to rip off a Kimura here. Oh, that Kimura looks tight.
This has got to be the end of the fight.
Good work. This could be the end of the fight. He gets out, though. Wow!
Yeah, he did a great job of straightening his arm, and then when his arm straightened, he followed the momentum going in that direction to free himself from that Kimura attempt.
Takes his back now. Lands the grounded pound strike here. Inside the closed guard now.
I mean, he went right into his full guard. What does he do to try to advance himself to give him more of an advantage on the mat?
Chimaev's back in half guard. 30 seconds now to go in round one. Chimaev's has got full mount now. All right, so he's got the ground and pound game going here. Postures up now and lands a vicious head strike. Second round, straight ahead.
All right, sit down, bud. Take a deep breath for me. All right, get him some water. Drink. Slow that heart rate down. All right, here we go.
All right, so there's the horn. That means it's the end of the round. And get that man a singlet, man, right? Offensive wrestling on point tonight.
That was a tutorial. That was every single takedown you could secure in a fight. He did it all the right way. He's beating his opponent to the finish before he can try to sprawl and respond. He's a step behind. If he's going to stop these takedowns going forward, he needs to react a little quicker.
You ready? You ready?
Second round here. That shot blocked. Uppercut gets through on the counter. All right, there's that switch kick, DC.
He switches his feet really fast, sees the reaction of his opponent, then he chooses where he's going to land a strike.
Good shot there to land the takedown. Nice job by Chimaev.
Oh, right into mount. Oh.
Lands with the ground and pound. Moving his head pretty well defensively on the ground here. He's having his way with him here.
Now he'll try to start attacking a rear naked choke from the top position.
Defensively, you can see fighting the arm here. His opponent's got, oh, how good is that as he gets out?
That is great submission defense, keeping everything short and not allowing his opponent to get the submission victory.
Outstanding pressure from top position here by Khamzat Chimaev. Champ, these submission setups aren't that bad, but he keeps getting denied.
Yeah, because he's not panicking. He's taking his time. He knows what to do whenever something is coming in his direction. It's beautiful. It's beautiful to watch a guy comfortable even when he's under attack.
All right, working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here. Chimaev's back to the side control now. Man, how fun is this to watch as he continues to dole out damage with the ground and pound.
Take it back to the days of guys like Mark Coleman, just beating people up in the ground and pound. This guy is a throwback fighter, and he's very fun to watch.
Yeah, the Godfather would be proud. Chimaev's trying to lock up on a submission now.
It's tight. Locked in on a Kimura now. Now he's got to get his knees above the head, separate the arm from the body, and then just turn to try to get him to tap.
All right, side control now, DC. When you get side control in a fight, what are you looking for?
When I get to the side control in the fight, and I believe this young man should do the same thing, it's secure first. Grab everything in tight. Make sure your elbows are in. Make sure you've got something locked in so your opponent doesn't just squirm away. punch short punches, but try to make the opponent make a choice. Either he turns back into you, you take your front headlock, or he turns in the opposite direction, you throw your hook in, and you start looking to get a choke off.
Champ, look at that redness underneath his elbow. A lot of those strikes to the body starting to pile up.
Getting beat up and being smart enough to not be headhunting the entire time. I like this. I like this approach.
Chimaev's in half guard. And the horn sounds on round 2.
Stop!
All right, take a seat, buddy. Great round. Listen to me. Breathe. Deep breath into that nose, out to that mouth. All right, perfect round. I need you to go out there.
All right, so a wild round and a wild sequence there on the ground, DC. Talk us through the highlight.
Yeah, man, you see two high-level grapplers going after it. One guy gets an advantage. The other guy always has a response. We thought it was over. A lesser opponent would have been submitted, but these two are two of the best grapplers in the entire UFC.
Round 3 of a possible 5.
He's in trouble. He's hurt bad.
Worked hard for that single leg takedown. No good.
Switch, he lands to the body.
And they separate. Strong hook lands. And now a head kick to boot. Oh! That'll do it! Khamzat Chimaev gets the finish. Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 3 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world, Khamzat Chimaev.
All right, still undefeated.